Hey everyone, I'm Jack Ferdman, and this is Rewatching Oscars Movie Minute. It's Foreign Film Friday, and today's film is the 1982 Swedish drama that was released in the United States in 1983, Fanny and Alexander. One Oscar-nominated film, let's go. Now, Fanny and Alexander was directed by Ingmar Bergman and stars Pernilla Allwin, Bertil Guve, and Erland Josephson. Now, there are films you admire from a distance, and then there are films you live inside for a while. Bergman's Fanny and Alexander is very much the latter. Based heavily on Bergman's own childhood memories, this is a deeply personal film that somehow manages to feel both intimate and epic at the same time. Now, this story follows young siblings Fanny and Alexander Ekdahl, members of a large, warm, theatrical family in early 20th century Sweden. After the sudden death of their father, their mother remarries a stern Lutheran bishop, plunging the children into a cold, rigid household that stands in sharp contrast to the joy and imagination of their former life. Now, what unfolds is a rich coming-of-age tale seen through the eyes of children learning how cruel and how magical the world can be. Now, on paper, this sounds like it could be a very heavy-going film. A 3-hour cut and a legendary 5+ hour television version, set pieces of domestic life, philosophical ideas, and long conversations. But watching it, nothing could be further from sludge. This film is completely absorbing. You get pulled into the rhythms of family, tradition, and memory almost immediately. Time seems to just melt away. The performances by the children are remarkable. Pernilla Allwin is quietly observant as Fanny, but it really is Bertil Guve as Alexander who truly anchors the film. His performance feels startlingly real, imaginative, frightened, defiant, and it's no surprise he's often described as a stand-in for Bergman himself as a child. Now, visually, this is one of the most beautiful films of the 1980s. Sven Nykvist's cinematography is stunning, with rich reds and candlelight and shadows that feel alive. And paired with Susanne Lingham's exquisite art direction, it's incredible. Now, you may not know the name Sven Nykvist, but Ingmar Bergman's longtime cinematographer is one of the greatest of all time, and you know his work. Not only did he do other brilliant Bergman films like Persona and Cries and Whispers, but also many Woody Allen films, and films like Sleepless in Seattle, Chaplin, and Agnes of God. I can watch his work anytime, and with Fanny Alexander, it's one of his best achievements. Every scene resonates. The early Christmas scenes burst with warmth and life, making the later sequences with the oppressive bishop hit even harder. The contrast is devastating. At its core, Fanny Alexander is about childhood imagination and how fragile it is when confronted with authoritarian control. The film explores the suffocation of fantasy, curiosity, and emotional freedom, and how vital community becomes in protecting them. The Ekdahl household represents warmth, art, and connection, and the bishop's home represents punishment, silence, and fear. Yes, it's long, but every minute matters. This is a brilliant, deeply humane film, rich in emotion and memory and meaning. Bergman's directorial farewell to cinema is a masterpiece worth every single second. And I'm giving Fanny and Alexander an A+. Now, Fanny Alexander was nominated for 6 Academy Awards, yes, including Best Director to Bergman, Best Original Screenplay, and it won 4 Oscars for Best Foreign Language Film, Best Cinematography, Best Art Direction, and Best Costume Design. Join me again tomorrow for another Oscar-nominated film right here on Rewatching Oscars Movie Minute. Because if the Academy took notice, it's worth a rewatch.